By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to stop attracting cheapskate clients into your home improvement business and why you should actually stop attracting cheapskate clients. Now, before we get into the video, my name is Anthony. I've grown and scaled over 40 different home improvement businesses and added six figures in their monthly revenue. As always, these are video testimonials. If you want to check them out, head over to our website and they're all there. So we have John. He went from 33,000 a month to 77,000 a month in just a little over 150 days. We have Tiddy, who went from 12k a month to 82,000 a month in less than 6 months. We have Simon, who went from 7,000 a month to 62,000 a month in just under 90 days. And we have Alan, who went from 12k a month to 58,000 a month. And Roman, who went from completely nothing, 0 to 36,000 a month. And he's one of the few clients who we've taken straight from the beginning. And as you can see here, these are some screenshots of our clients' monthly revenue. As you can see here, big numbers, six figures, 300k plus, 300k plus. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into the video. So this is how to stop attracting cheapskate clients. Now, first of all, why does it even matter? Because, a job is a job. I've had people say that to me, a job is a job. And yes, a job is a job. That is true. You do get money off it. However, there are downsides to working with cheapskate clients. And there's two big ones. The first one is risk. So what I mean by risk is there are many risks with working with them. So I once knew a person who owned a home improvement business. He only attracted and he only sold to cheapskate clients. And the result of that was once he did go with a cheapskate client and eventually they didn't pay him. He did the job and everything. He remodeled their house and they did not pay him. He had to find a lien and it took months to get that resolved. And essentially it wasted a lot of time. As you know, months is a lot of time, wasted a lot of time, money. It isn't worth it. And the second reason is less profit. Now, why less profit is because if you attract cheapskate clients, if you go with cheapskate clients, they will always, cheapskate people, they want to pay as little as possible, you know? And that means you can't charge as much as you want to. You can't get the profit margins that you want to get. You have to lower your price. You have to give them discounts because they're cheapskate, right? They don't value your business and they want to save as much money as they can. So, if you don't want cheapskate clients, if you don't want those problems, then you need to do three things correctly. Now, what are those three things? So, number one is sales and the authority in sales. Number two is positioning of your business. And number three is your pricing model. Now, we'll go into pricing model first. So, pricing model is your business's pricing, how it works. So, how does this actually affect the type of client or the type of person you attract? And that's quite simple. Is if you have a cheaper service, you attract a cheaper client. And what I mean by cheaper client is a person who's going to always look for that discount, that cheaper price, and that's all they really care about. They don't value your business, etc. And as an example, we have here three different price points. We have 15,000, 10,000, and 5,000. Obviously, these prices change depending on the size of the job, but we'll use this as a visual representation. So 5k being the very, very low end, they're going to be, if you use that pricing, they're going to be petty. They're going to always look for a discount, as I said, and they're a cheapskate. You want to avoid these people. As I said, you can't get as much profit with them because you can't charge as much as you want to, as much as your business is worth. You're giving them a good deal. You're giving them a good offer, a service that's, fantastic. You can do a great job on their kitchen, but they're going to want to pay you as little as possible. You want to avoid them, especially if it gets to they don't pay you. That is something you really don't want to do. It's not that common, but it's something that's, if it happens to you, it's a nightmare. And the second section is kind of the middle. So that's 10,000. So they're willing but reluctant to spend. They're your average client. There's nothing bad about them, but you can do better. With these people, they're going to always pay you, you know. However, you still again can't charge as much as you want to. So it's not bad, but you can do better. If you want your business to be, scaled and grown as much as possible, you have to do better than that. So that leads on to 15,000 plus. So they want to get it rolling immediately. They value your business. They value the work you do. And, price is not that much of an issue for them. Obviously, they're not done with money. Don't overprice it so much. Obviously, they're not going to be stupid, are they? And those are the clients you want. And those are the clients your businesses need. Because if you have those clients, then your profits can go up because you can charge more and you're not ripping off the client, because if your service is good, then there's nothing wrong with you charging more. Your service is good. You need to believe that also. And this also ties in with the sales part, because to charge more, you need to correct your sales and authority and the position of your business, right? You can't just wake up tomorrow and say, okay, I'm going to double my prices. It doesn't really work like that, because you've been running your business at this 5K level and you have to change some things to actually get it to a 15K level, if I'm using this representation. And you need to remember that is important. And that leads into the second part, which is the sales. Now, what you want to be doing is you want to be pricing it. You want to be pricing your services higher. And how you can actually do that is by getting better at sales. So to be able to charge more, you need to be better at sales. There are many ways to get better at sales. And I'm going to tell you two main things of how to improve. And we have a more in-depth video on sales because there's loads of parts to it. But yeah, this is two main things that you need to know now. One is authority and the other is pain. Now, what I mean by authority is having authority over the prospect slash client. So once you go to that house, you're getting the quote done, you're having that conversation with them. You want to be the authoritative figure in that conversation. You want to be that person who is, at the top, you're the business, you're the expert of this, and you want to have that authority. This also makes them view you in a higher regard. And the second part is pain. So what I mean by pain is pain points. Now, you might have had pain points before, but target their pain points. So a pain point can be if their kitchen is getting remodeled, for example, or if they want to get their kitchen remodeled, you target their kitchen, right? You let them know in their brain that their kitchen is bad, right? You get that drilled into their brain that their kitchen needs to be fixed. And once that's drilled into their brain, they'll want to get it fixed, which also makes the sell easier. And it basically will allow you to charge more, because they realize, okay, I have to get this, I have to pay quite a lot, but I have to get this fixed. I have to do it because otherwise, that pain's going to be there. So the result of this is essentially you'll be able to increase your price while keeping your close rate or your conversion rate the same as before, maybe even better than before. So it's a win for you, because you're making more money off each job, you're making more profit off each job, but at the same time, you don't want to lower your conversion rate by a drastic amount. And the way you do that, the way you don't not do that, is by getting better at sales and also getting better at the third point, which we'll go on to now, which is the positioning of your business. This also runs a bit with sales. It also goes a bit hands in hand with that. But yeah, let's get into it. So, how to position your business, or how you position your business. You need to make your business appear as high value. Why? Because high value things attract high value people. Plus, it also helps with sales. If you attract your business as a high value thing, it helps with the sale because they'll trust you more, right? And high value things attract high value people. A luxury brand will attract people who have more money or more willing to spend, for example. And how can you actually do this is by positioning. So position your business differently from everyone else and make it seem of higher value than an average home improvement business. Now, the actual process of doing it, this can be done when you're talking to the client, how you explain your business. This can be done with your following up. It's the whole, it's basically their perspective of your business, what they think of your business. So the second they see your website, the second they see your ad, this is already, the positioning of your business has started to take place. You know, it's the process of it has started. So it's something that's a bit complex, but if you get it right, you can value your business as something very high, and then you'll attract the high value people, and that will allow you to charge more as well and get more profit off your job and actually make good money. And the result of this is you'll have an easier close, as I said, because they'll trust you more. They'll be like, okay, this business is high value, and because of that, they trust you. They value you, and they think, okay, they're going to give me a good value kitchen. They're going to make my kitchen, very good looking. And this is also going to be able to increase your price, as I said, as people value your business higher and they wouldn't mind spending a higher amount of money. The same way if you're buying clothes, for example, and you have that luxury brand trademark on it and it's 2 times the price. It works in kind of the same way as that. If they value your business higher, they'll pay a higher price. If your business, if they have a choice between your business and another business, and your business is valued at this high, high top end business, good quality and everything, and they see another business who isn't, and maybe both of your businesses will do the exact same, quality level of work onto their kitchen. But the fact that you've positioned yourself in a different way means that they will go to you, even if they have to spend a bit more money, for them, they'll feel more safe going to you. They'll trust you more. And this leads to more jobs for you and more profit per job because you'll be able to increase your prices. Now, you want to do this. If you really want to scale your business to big numbers, profit is also an important thing, right? Because you can't have, too many workers and then you're not making, you're getting lots of jobs, but then if you're not making any profit on them, it's useless. There's no point. So profit's an important thing and it's sometimes overlooked. And this is one way that you can increase your profit by increasing your prices and doing that with the help of sales, having a good authority, positioning your business in a better way. So do not attract cheapskate clients and try not to work with them. It will lead you to your downfall, and or it can just stop your business from scaling. You'll be stuck at that same point. And yeah, that is it for this video. Remember, do not attract them and do not work with them. Try to aim higher. You can do better than that.